Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and I had a little mishap with my 150-gallon Geophagus Aquarium. That really could have been a disaster. So please stay tuned and you'll see what I'm talking about. Here we are looking at my 150-gallon Geophagus Aquarium. I have really enjoyed having these fish. They are so interesting to watch sift through the sand looking for morsels. They certainly live up to their name, Earth Eater. On this aquarium, I do a weekly water change of 50% at the least. I would say probably between 50 and 70%. Even though it's my largest aquarium, it's not the most work. It's pretty cool how these amazing earth eaters keep the white sand so clean. I never vacuum this tank at all. If there is a little detritus on the sand, I just use a little net and pick it up. The sand sifts through the netting, leaving the dirt behind. I rarely do that, but I find it so much easier than vacuuming, as I only have to do a spot clean here and there. I run a reticulated sponge filter in the one corner, and underneath I have two FX4s filtering the water. It's really bizarre, as even the filters never seem to be very dirty. I clean my FX4s every 3 months, alternating. Now, this tank is overfiltered, but it's not really overstocked. But when you consider the size of the fish, or their potential size, they do need excessive filtration. When these guys swim against the glass and I put my hand up, they are bigger than my hand. I think the largest boy is pushing 9 to 10 inches. I just can't get over how they have grown since I got them. I have been seeing some aggressive displays between the boys, but nothing serious. As I said, when they fight as gentlemen. I am hoping they pair off soon to spawn. I have added more rocks for them to hide in. I'm still finding it hard to distinguish the males between the females. I did have a little mishap this week with this aquarium. I'm not sure how the lid got moved, but the right side of the aquarium lid had been pushed aside, leaving it open about 4 inches. Well, hubby found one rainbow dried up on the floor in the kitchen, and then later he found Raffy, my giant Raphael catfish, in the middle of the kitchen floor. Luckily, he must have just jumped out as hubby was looking around, because hubby said he was dripping wet and still wiggling across the floor. He's pretty dangerous to touch with those scoots of his. I touched him once with my bare hand, and he cut me pretty good. Well, hubby was thinking as he used a tea towel to cover him up with before he picked him up. I have watched him for a while, but there seems to be no harm done to him. Still thinking about the lid being moved, I just can't imagine it was one of my cats. Sweet Pea is way too sweet. Della, nah, she's mama's girl. Never does anything wrong. Now Leo, well, Leo is the most likely, but still I don't think he would do that. He has never attempted to go on any of my tanks before. Sadly, that leaves me. It had to have been me. I'm usually so conscientious, but there's just no other explanation. Another lesson learned. Check and recheck. So as it stands, my stock list right now is 3 angelfish and 2 rainbows. I also have 4 large clown loaches and 3 little ones. They're pretty cute to watch, the little ones, trying to keep up with the big boys. They get along really well. At first I was a little concerned as I wasn't sure how they'd be accepted. There's 2 Cynodontis catfish that love going from the one jug to the other jug, swimming back and forth all day long. Other than that, I have 2 plecos and a golden algae eater as my cleaning crew, and I have Fat Cat, the spotted Raphael catfish, that stays by Raffy's side at all times. I'm just so glad he didn't try to follow him onto the kitchen floor. You know, when hubby told me 2 fish jumped out, I almost died. I was so scared that it was one of my alterfrons. I have to admit, I was very relieved to know they weren't in any danger. But I do have an exciting surprise. The week after the long weekend, I will be adding something special and new to this aquarium. And I am excited. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope your week is off to a great start, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.